Yes, welcome back to A Community for All of Us. I am your host, Derek, with my wonderful, great two co-hosts. Hopefully, Will be here, but over here is my beautiful wife, Nikki, and my best friend, Harold. How is everyone doing today? I know me and Nikki are kind of like, oh, we both had surgery procedure done today, where they injected into our back. So yeah, how are you been, Harold? How are y'all doing? Everybody doing
Doing
good?
all right, brother. Just getting a new laptop set up that my niece was nice enough to give me.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah. So I
That
gave
is
her
nice.
my, if you remember my Grim Reaper animatronic,
Yeah.
uh, I've got in my man cave. I actually gave that to her. They're like, you don't have to give us that, but I do remember my niece, you know, has liked it and wanted it. So I say, you know what? She's nice enough to give me that.
That's
They're
sweet.
nice enough to give me that. I'm gonna give them my Grim Reaper.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Nikki's been having a little bit of technical difficulty, so I'm gonna use the phone to call her so she can hear me
I can hear you
as
now.
oh, you can hear me now. I'm gonna hang up the
I don't
phone.
know why you cut it out, but I can hear you now.
Okay. So I
I'm going to
swear it's
explain
getting
to you on this in just a moment.
okay, awesome. So Metaphor says, I swear it's getting ridiculous. Figures are getting smaller but more expensive. That's very true. I got Cyber Scorpionaut the day he was out. It's not worth. I disagree. I think he's absolutely worth. Well, we paid $50 for ours, so but I definitely think he was absolutely worth it. Um, so I speaking of that, let's do some of our show and tell. Did you get your Scorpionaut, Nikki?
No, but I have something else with me.
All right, so I'll show up mine quickly because apparently I have the most in the group. So I didn't know I have these things to pre-ordered, but it was Cobra Commander and Major Blood. I had the original Major Blood when he came out, so I'll probably keep this one in the box. But I did; these two did come in. They were in our mailbox, so didn't realize that on pre-ordered, but apparently I did. So we have these two GI Joes. Then I got a very cool character, which is a Dracula, which is Shredder, as Dracula,
You almost
and
said Shredder.
did I Shredder?
That would
Shredder.
be awesome, honestly.
I,
A
I,
Shredder Predator.
that would I would actually get that one too. I love Shredder. Did as a kid, so we do have him, and he came with all these little extra bits, and then he has like little nice little artwork and stuff on the back. So I'll be doing his review, and then something I knew I pre-ordered. Very excited about. Don't know if I'll have time to get a review done because Nikki and I are going to get away for a little bit, just for a couple of days or so. But we did get in our Warhammer. Nikki has a Warhammer figure. It's supposed to be coming in, but this is the variant Sergeant. So if you played the Warhammer game, you saw him. If you know anything about Warhammer, pretty much know who he is. And you can tell who my favorite is because immediately I opened it as soon as I got it today. So I went ahead and opened that up. So what did you get, Harold? You look excited, like you got something.
uh, well, I was more or less waiting to tell you. I'm not sure if you noticed that, if you know this or not, but a musician named Jonathan Young, he does a lot
Mhm.
of like uh, video game songs and sea shanties, all that stuff, and makes them into like makes metal songs, metal versions of sea shanties and metal songs about video games and stuff. Whether you're
Oh,
a Dungeons and Dragons game fan or a Warhammer fan, he's actually got songs based on Warhammer and Helldivers as well. So um,
oh, very
probably some
nice.
more. But yeah,
Very
I've got.
cool.
Let me go get it right quick. See if
All
it's
right. Sure thing. Well, while he does that, Nikki. Hey, Will. While he does that, Nikki, what did you get? Cause and then we're doing show and tell right now, Will. So how you? So sure. Yeah,
Oh
I
man.
can't hear you now.
Oh crap.
I heard him, and then it went up. He went out. Oh well, wait a second. I gotta make Will bigger. Let me do this. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, you got the 86 Megatron. Oh, mine's
Awesome.
still on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store. Oh, nice. Very nice. We can't hear you. Can you hear us?
I can't
It's all
hear him
right.
either.
That is so cool, though. Sure. Don't worry. We've been having issues with audio, with Nikki and everything.
Mine's
So
been
what did?
awful today.
All right, let's get Harold big so that he can show us what he has. Okay.
My new laptop, courtesy of my
Oh,
niece. Thank you, Skybug.
aw.
There you go. That's awesome. That is so cool.
She said she didn't use it anymore, so she let me have it. So she's always wanted a this Grim Reaper that some of you have seen in my man cave. So I
Yeah.
went ahead and gave her that. I'm like, you know what? She's nice enough to do that. I do
Oh,
need a little bit more walkway, so
oh,
and she's always
she'll love
wanted
it.
it. So yes,
Oh,
She'll
that
love it.
was nice of her.
It really was.
it
That's
was.
awesome. That is so cool. It's always good. So, and I like the case. That's the kind of case I
Thank
need for
you.
mine. I'm going. I'm. Nikki's made out of metal. Mine's made out of, I guess,
Plastic.
what I
It's
call
just
hobo
plastic.
plastic. So, Nikki, what did you get?
I got a John Cena figure. It's a very bracket.
What? John Cena? Where'd you get John Cena from? I can't see. Where is
I'm
he?
trying
Dun,
to get
dun,
it right
dun, dun,
here.
dun. I'm picking. The whole thing. You can't see me.
You can't see me. This is
So
the last time is now John Cena farewell tour. It was a Walmart exclusive. I had looked through the other ones. I was like, you know what? I'm not necessarily the hugest John Cena fan, but I do like him. And he's not going to go away but once. Apparently he
yeah,
made a whole farewell tour, and the whole year. It talks about in 2024 at Money in the Bank, he announced that he would be officially retiring as a wrestler. And so this is the official Walmart one. I don't know if anybody else put out one. Was it just Walmart?
just Walmart. Walmart had the
So
exclusive on
I
that.
felt like I owed it to him to get one of him. This is the only one I have of him. So
That is right. That is the only one you have of him. Okay.
I tend to like other wrestlers more. Like I said, he's not in my top 10, but he's probably in my top 20.
He's in mine. He's
I
in
know he
mine.
is. I know he is.
I want to go grab something real quick.
You got plenty to show off. You ain't got nothing else to show off.
Y'all,
I'm
y'all,
teasing. What are you gonna get? Bye. Will, did you get your speakers fixed, honey? So, Harold, you were saying something about this musician that takes gaming songs and turns them into metal songs. I wanted to hear more about that.
Yes, he takes old sea shanties and you know other songs from movies or whatever and turns them into metal songs, as well as making metal songs of like different video games and based on different video games and stuff. So what we got here, Derek?
This is what I got, Nikki. You always play the sport or not, other than the V Wars. So I found this guy. So I came home with him, and so He's actually a fun character. His legs don't move, so he's kind of like a bottom brick. But for kids and for my wife that likes noises, big noises, his arms pop off and they'll pop back on, and you can make like motorcycles out of him. He'll transform into a scorpion. He'll even do the whole transformer noise. So yeah, I got this for Nikki. She's always wanted him, and I was like, well, she likes something that makes a lot of noise, and it's not that expensive, but kids will love him, honestly. I mean, he is very much a very playful figure.
He's he's playable. He's brightly colored. He makes cool
Yeah.
sounds. He's he's bulky, and you can really do some damage. You know, like if you were like, "This is gonna be my Metazord, and I want to like crash the city," that would be perfect. Perfect for that toy.
So I figure, kids will love it. My wife loved it, and that's really what mattered. But I figured I'd bring that out, let us talk about Hasbro. Well, Will is able to. I think he's working on his sound and audio. So I definitely, when he comes back, we'll stop what we're talking about because I want to see that Megatron so bad. I want to see that Megatron so bad. So as we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and share the first screen that we're going to have. And this is who actually broke the story dealing with. Wait a second. Let's see. We'll see backstage.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, there he
Um,
goes.
I'm
Oh,
on.
there he goes.
I'm on my phone now. My computer, my microphone has been having problems literally all week, and I've been trying to fix it. I don't know how to, but yeah. I did get Megatron, which is
Let's
cool,
see this beautiful thing.
and I got Alpha Trion. So there you go. That's what I
I
got.
haven't even seen him yet. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. This is
That's the
the
one that
new
I
one.
want.
The Power of the not Power of the Primes. Age of the Primes. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. And he comes with a book too, right?
He does come with a book. He comes with this little book, and it comes with yeah, and he comes with a little quill pen.
Nice. I love it.
He's pretty cool, and he also has a secret accessory. You can take his Autobot logo off and make it the little remote that he used
Yeah.
to control the little Guardian robots or whatever. But yeah, it's
Wow.
pretty cool. I like that figure. He's really neat. And
How's
he's
that?
got an ab crunch. When was the last time you saw a Transformer with like an ab crunch, like a Marvel Legends or
Oh
something?
my God. Look at
Crazy.
that. How's that
Not even
Megatron?
Megatron's really great. I really like him. He's pretty sick.
Oh yeah. I got him pre-ordered.
Yeah, I really do like him a lot. He's pretty perfect for the Studio Series Optimus that came out
Nice.
about a year ago.
Yeah, I got the Optimus Prime, and I definitely want that one.
I'm gonna try
Nice.
and keep working on my computer to see if I can get that microphone fixed.
All right. And you
I'll
jump
be in
in
and
and let me
out. I'll
know.
be in and out. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Glad to have you. So I'm so jealous right now that he's already got the Megatron and the Alphatrion. Oh my God. Those are like the ones that out of the Age of Proms and newer stuff. That's something I definitely have to get. And he's got an out crunch. So, but at the same time, TFW 2005 broke the story coming out. Well, and we all had heard about the possible price increase. I knew that it was coming. Um, I kind of gotten privy to what was coming down the pike. Um, but even what I was told, I was not expecting this. I expected the deluxes were going to go up to $27.99. I knew that the leader class was also going to go up about where it was between it was what I had been told was going to be about 57.99 or 58.99. They just jumped the shark and went to 59.99. But the one that I think that has caught everybody by surprise and I think even the people that knew it was coming, um, no one expected the Voyagers to jump literally almost $10 completely. Where deluxe went up about $3, the leader class kind of went up about three or had gone up about $3 or $5. Um, but the Voyagers, that has been the one that everyone has gone, what are you thinking? Now you got to understand, okay? Um, I had the privilege of being a part of the live stream, and I got to talk to Bobby Valla through who owns Valaverse. He also used to work for Hasbro, but he worked on the GI Joe side of Hasbro, and GI Joes and Marvel Legends are going to be going up to $27.99, same price as the deluxes. The sad thing is that the Transformers deluxes where you have GI Joe, as you see that I showed off the Cobra Commander and Major Blood. These are about 6-inch figures, and your deluxes are no longer 6-inch figures. They will be between 3 to 4.5, with future things coming out. So we're not even getting 5 inches with deluxes anymore. We're going to be losing a whole inch. And trust me, as a guy, you know that every inch, every millisecond, every little bit matters. Size, I don't care what somebody tells you, size matters. And if you lose a little bit, it ends your world. And that's how I feel right now dealing with Hasbro doing this. But Bobby Valla has said, and I want to bring this up so we can all talk about it. He had already let us know in that live stream this was coming. And not only did he let us know that this was coming, but he said, here's the crazy thing. I have my figures made in the same country, which is China, as Hasbro and Vietnam and stuff. And I've already talked to my people, and we worked out a deal that I'm actually going to be able to bring the cost of my figures down. So from $33 to $30 to now he's going to have Action Force figures that's going to be $27.99. So his as an independent toy company who gives you better paint outs, gives you better plastic, gives you harder plastic, more durable plastic. He's bringing the cost down to $27.99, which is exactly what Hasbro is asking for all future GI Joe figures and all deluxe figures. And I have heard and seen a lot of people are canceling their pre-orders already. Now, Hasbro says this is not going to go into effect till December. Um, and it'll be the future pricing going forth with Hasbro. My question to you guys is, do you think that this is going to be the end of, because if Hasbro does this, it makes me wonder if Mattel's going to do it, and it makes me wonder if McFarlane. Now, McFarlane has said that he's changing where his toys are going to be. They're no longer going to be on the kids' toy aisle. They're going to be the collector's aisle, which will be in the electronics section. But even he's going up on some of his figures. Like I was going to get the new Doom figure. And how much was that, Nikki? I cannot. It was what, $50 or was it $40? I can't remember.
I don't know right now.
A new Doom figure.
Yeah, it's a brand new Doom figure. Um, I'll remove that. It's a brand new Doom figure that, and it's medieval Doom, and it's from the Doom series. Um,
Oh,
and it had real chains. It had a cloth cape. It had beautiful paint apps. But I want to say it was like $49.99. I think that's the reason why I went with the Nesco
mm,
Dracula, because because he was 30, Mickey, if you remember. He was 30 and the Doom figure was $49.99, and you're like, you're getting the same price, sweetheart, but you're getting multiple head sculpts, you're getting multiple hands, and you're getting other things that will, you got like a little rat down here at the bottom, a cage for the rat. So he has a lot of stuff that you're able to do with the figure for the playability. And it said you came to Walmart to get the shredder one, so stick with that. And he was $30, and I'm glad I did, because a lot of people have come out and said that the paint has chipped on the Doom figure, and not
mm,
only that, the plastic is not the greatest plastic that McFarlane's known for. Um,
mm.
and and they also have Warhammer, a Warhammer figure that was $30, but I was like, it just didn't look as good as the Joy Toys Warhammer figures. And yes, this figure is going to cost me is $35, and it is a a uh 4-inch figure, but the plastic's good, everything on it's really good, and the pan outs is just beautiful. But question that I asked Bobby is that I said, I'm gonna be honest. I said I canceled all my pre-orders um for GI Joe, and I'm pre-ordering all your stuff. And he was like, that makes me happy. Please keep it up. The only way you're gonna stop this is hitting them in the pocket. But I said, but here's the thing though. What happens? What happens if Hasbro quits making adult collector figures? What does that mean? Does that mean that, you know, Hasbro is going to just go back to doing, black characters? Um, what does that mean for Transformers? The Transformer community is not happy with this new price uh, hike.
Can I get my
I
microphone fixed? Sorry.
oh yes, hey
Did I?
yes,
Oh, thank God. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I had to
yes.
screw
No,
around
no,
with the
you're fine.
control panel. I'm pissed about the prices, by the way.
Okay, good. That's why I was wanting. Um,
Specifically Voyagers.
right. I I I, I was told that we were going to get the price in, and who I get my information from is very reliable. And so, but the thing that caught everybody off guard was the Voyagers
It's the
going up,
biggest price hike.
and it doesn't make sense. Um, Deluxe, Hasbro said deluxes will now be 3 inches to 4 inches. That's how big they'll be. And Voyagers are now going to go 5 inches. And I was like, wait a second. Voyager's going up to only it's going to 5 inches, not even 6 inches anymore, or six and a half. Why are you going up over almost $11
I
as
don't
a
know.
price increase? Because okay, you got the Megatron. When my pre-order for
Right.
Megatron at Big Bad Toy Store is $54.99.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it going up to, $59.99, I can live with that. That's another 3-4 bucks.
Yeah.
And he's worth it, right?
Yeah, he's worth it. Yeah.
Right? I mean,
The
the
leaders,
size.
especially leaders, have been getting better over time because you got like the Fallen. He's amazing. This Megatron's really great. There's what is it? The Dragon Megatron from
Beast
uh,
Wars, the Transmetal.
Beast Wars. I mean, leaders are just getting better, and there's the what is it called? The Studio Series Optimus Prime, the Age of Extinction one. That's a really good figure. They're just getting
Mhm.
better. They're really heavy. I mean, this guy's super heavy compared to like the leaders of like yesteryear. And then like Voyagers are getting a lot better too, but they're not like that much better. I mean, although he does
Yeah,
have an ab crunch. But again, this was $35. This one was only 35, like he should be.
like it should be. I
Yeah,
I expected the Voyagers not to go up
Because I
really
mean, he's
anything
so much
because
smaller. He's
yeah,
way smaller.
and knowing that he's and the thing that's coming out is saying that for people that are about scale, the new sizing that's coming out is saying
hmm
that anything that you got from Siege to now will no longer be in scale.
I
So
mean,
does
it's
that
just
mean
ridiculous. We got to start
does that
over again.
yeah, because what people don't realize is the Starscream that's supposed to be coming out, Thundercracker, um, Skywarp,
Skywarp, yeah.
are they going to be smaller than
I
the
don't know,
Siege?
man.
I mean, are they going to cost 40 something plus dollars, 45, $43?
I'm sure they are going to be about $43. I'm sure.
It's not worth it.
I just got thrust, man. I'm not starting over. I'm not doing that again.
But as Transformer communities, that that's what people do. I don't do that.
I
Um,
can't do it again. This is the first
no.
time I feel like I actually have a cohesive collection of what I want, and now it's all gonna go away again.
Well, yeah, and it's like with what Nikki pointed out to me. And Nikki, when we were talking about this, and I showed you the pricing, what was your first thought seeing those prices popping up?
I mean, I've not been happy with quality, and to see that you're not doing anything about, like, I don't know for a fact if I get in a white figure if it's not going to be yellow in a month. They have not proven to me consistently that they're trying to find quality components of either where they're manufacturing or the materials they're getting in to justify to me. Now that $3 hike for the, not the Voyager, but the other figure,
The deluxe.
it's $3, that's fine, but $11 hike, and I'm not guaranteed that he's going to stand up.
Well,
He's not going to have hollow points. I'm not guaranteed that it's going to be solid plastic, and they're not going to do a clear plastic and then try to paint on top of it. There's a whole many things I would have to see happen consistently to be like, it's $11 more.
yep. Hey, Paul, welcome. Thank you for being here. But like for you, Harold, hearing the pricing like that, and even though you don't get Transformers, but
Right.
let's say you were thinking about it because you're on this podcast, and everybody here are cool Transformer geeks.
Everyone's doing it, Harold.
I know everyone give in
You
to the
must be
plastic
to
crap.
our master plan.
Yeah. So
Come on, Harold, get with the program.
do you think that you would be able to jump in and say, okay, yeah, they love it this much, I think I'm going to look into it? Or with this new pricing, how does that make you feel?
That definitely puts me on red alert. Because then it's like, okay, you don't know with that price hike, are you getting, the same quality figure, or are they just going down in quality like with most things?
I mean, Harold, you collect the Star Wars toys, right? Like,
Uh, I mostly collect the droids, but yeah,
do you like the vintage collection? I mean, because that's been happening for ages. I mean, the vintage collection is like now $20. That's how much a 6-inch one used to be. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That
Yeah.
that's very true. That's very true. But you also have to look at what just happened with the vintage collection. Um, right now, it's not being funded. That new hash lab.
Mm-hmm.
Is it
Um,
failing? I haven't been checking in on it.
yeah, it is failing.
Oh,
It's got
brother.
like, yeah, it's got like a couple of days left, and they're not even close. The last time I checked, which was yesterday, they're not even close. And then this came out today, which makes me think it's not the tariffs is the reason why we're getting the price hike, because talking
Corporate
to
greed.
and that in their podcast and going and Bobby's saying, hey, I'm giving you better paint apps, I'm giving you better uh buck price for your buck buying action force, and he's absolutely right, he is, compared
Mm-hmm.
to GI Joe, he absolutely is. um And he's now like, I'm dropping my price down to $27.99, which then kind of makes me go, why did Hasbro, who said they were only going to raise the prices on Transformers, then now they came out and said, no, we're going to raise G.I. Joe and we're going to raise it to $27.99, the exact same price that Bobby had already come out and said that he was going at with his company.
If
And his
anything,
company,
Hasbro should be able to be cheaper because, they they own the property. It's not like they have to license it like Star Wars or Marvel Comics or anything. They don't have to license GI Joe. They
yeah.
literally could do it at the same price and probably give you more because they're such a bigger company. But they don't give you more. They give you slightly less for your same buck. I'm like, what's with
Yes.
that? Come on.
If
I
when
did
you
want
take
to bring up
Go ahead.
something too. The stocks that you have up is the daily prices and how it's doing today. But when
Yes.
you bring up I looked at the 5 day and it was still in a slump, and this is the month and it's still in a slump. This far-reaching one right here is how far
Wait a second,
low
let me
it's
get you bigger.
dropped. Over here's the how far it's dropped. This is on a five. This is a month over the last month, and the next one it jumps to a 6 month. So it actually looks like it's doing all right. Let me click on that one. Over the 6 months, it's doing okay, but it's not doing great. It fell a bunch apparently. Let's see when that would have been. That would have been April.
Yes.
So in
And
April, huge.
and the reason why is that in April, if anybody remembers, that was when Hasbro did their last price hike.
So we probably see the same thing.
Yeah, because back in April, that's when they did their last price hike, and they just raised everything up $3 across the board. And now you're looking at a $11 price hike for Voyagers. You're going up another $3 for deluxe, which if you go by what you paid for a deluxe in January, and by the time now the deluxe has gone up $6. Will have gone up $6 since January. And that the same thing for the um, leader class. But the Voyagers is what is totally almost a $17 price hike, which is like, wait a second, something's not right here.
They were
Um,
what, 30? They were 30, but
Malfunction in the junction.
I think they were 30 at the beginning of Legacy, and then by the end of it, they were 33. And then for Age of the Primes, I think they were 35, and now they're going to. Then they went to 36. Now they're going up again. So
yes,
it keeps going up and up.
and Nikki brought up a valid thing, and this is something that has happened, is that some of the figures that was coming out from Legacy, apparently, uh, they were painting over clear plastic completely painting over the clear plastic. It was
Yeah, they were
completely
like Jazz. I remember Jazz was mostly clear. Like Studio Series Jazz, Prowl
yeah,
was mostly clear. Blue Streak, and all those guys. Hoist was mostly clear.
yep.
Inferno and or no, not Inferno. Grapple was. I don't think Inferno was, but yeah, they had a lot of that going on.
And so you have that going on, and what I think is happening is that it's really coming down from these, and this is where I think it becomes a problem when you take it from this business model, is you have your people that look at and say, okay, we want to have a profit. But the problem is, in that having a profit, is what your profit was this year can't be the same profit you have next year. It always has
Mhm.
to keep going up. But the problem has come in is that you're now from, if we go back to when Siege came out, it was the biggest price hike Hasbro had done to the Generations line in a long, long time.
Like
But yet
deluxes were 15, and then they were up to 20, right?
yeah, yep. And but the thing was is that when you were getting that new deluxe coming in from Siege, it blew away. I
It
mean,
was a significant step up.
a huge step up. You were getting more weapons, you were getting blast effects, you were getting the best looking Transformer screen accurate possible. I mean, it was downright wonderful.
Not to mention, just the quality was better. They were heavier, they were chunkier, they didn't have as much hollow bits, they were more articulated. And I mean, we're
It
still
had
feeling that. I mean, these guys are definitely even better than the ones from Siege, but they're not as much of a leap forward as the as like Prime Wars to Siege. They're still
no,
better than, like if you take this and you took one from like Earthrise or something, this blows it out of the water too, but not as much as, you know, the Siege stuff blew the like Prime Wars stuff out of the water, you know?
yeah, Siege took it to a whole another level everywhere around. And it was now, honestly, when you saw those figures in hand and you got those figures, you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't have to buy a third party Transformer because Hasbro's giving me what I want, and I'm going to
Yeah.
support the company that they own the IP, they own the brand. And it brought third party um Transformer fans back to Hasbro. But for me, loving Transformers as much as I do and seeing what's happening here, I'm saying how much greed is the benefactor of this? Hey, welcome and thank you. Thank you. Please do. But yeah, I'm curious to know from this standpoint here. You got those two figures in the Studio Series
Right.
Megatron and Alpha Trion.
Hmm.
Would would you still be happy if you had to pay the $60 for that Megatron? Will you still be excited for it?
Yeah, because I mean, they are definitely getting better leaders, and it's
Okay,
not that much more.
okay. What if you had to pay that for the Alpha Trion though?
No.
See,
It's not. I wouldn't.
it,
I would not be as happy about it because this. I picked it up and I was like, oh, I want that. Yeah, I'll buy that. And then I bought it and I was like, yep, okay. So it wasn't that bad. $40 is when I really have to start thinking about, do I really want this? You know what I mean? and this was 35, so it's getting there. But I mean, I was like, it's. I mean, I know all the Voyagers are super great now. They just keep getting better and better, but it's just I don't know.
You ran all the way from the G.I. Joe video. Welcome. Glad to have you. That's where you get in your fatigues and get ready for the. Now, for me, I got, like I said, I forgot I had these pre-ordered, and so I got the Major Blood, and I got the um, Cobra Commander. And I'll be honest with you. Um, yes, I would pay the $27.99 for these guys. I really would. Cobra Commander looks exactly the way I remember him. He looks just like my 3 3/4 O-ring Cobra Commander that I still had from a kid as a kid. He
Hmm.
looks the part. He even comes with a little um like a reptile. I can't remember the type of and the Godzilla movie, the horrible Godzilla movie that it was made of, uh, said that Godzilla was made out of that type of lizard. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't remember the American one.
yes,
Yeah.
the horrible one. Um, and Major Blood, man. I mean, he looks friggin'. I got the original Major Blood, and from when the classified, and when I got him, I loved him. Then this one came in the mail, and I was like, "Holy crap, dude! He's got like red paint where the other one didn't." And I'm like, "God help! The silver looks magnificent on him." And it's like he's decked out, and I'm like, I am extremely excited. And yes, I would pay $27.99 for those two figures because they look damn good. They
Hmm.
look that damn good. But I can't say that right now. Say that same thing. If I pay $27.99 for the Transformers animated Bumblebee or
Oh God, no!
Waspinator,
Don't bring that up. It's
okay,
gross.
yeah, I mean, I'm over a Cobra person myself, then a Joe fan. Yeah, Cobra always had the best characters. They always did. Cobra.
Cobra.
I loved it. Cobra always, yes, Cobra had the best. And my wife and I are big Dreadnought fans, so yeah, absolutely. Love it. But the thing that got me though is if I'm going to be charged $27.99 for that Bumblebee and that Waspinator, there's no way in hell I'm going to pick that figure up. I know, right, big guy? Even my cat's even saying, "Oh, yeah, it's not going to." So now, Nikki, I want to bring
Mm-hmm.
you into this because you're the one that got me into Ballivers. You're the one that um, found them. You bought a crap ton of figures. What was it that Ballivers that made you go, okay? I know my husband is a huge Transformer fan. He loves his GI Joe. And that's the memories that I have with my dad when he was alive. He would play GI Joe with us. So my wife knew I always picked up any Joe I could get our hands on, and we didn't a lot of other than we ordered for Amazon. It was really the only way we were getting some of the GI Joes. But what was it that made you go, huh? I'm gonna buy this Ballivers figure, and then after you got that one, you went back and ordered so many of them. What was it that made you go, I want to put my money here?
Well, I mean, originally I was looking for something different. You were already getting already GI Joes and Transformers, and our anniversary was coming up, and I tried to get you something I want you to have, and then I tried to get you something I know you won't. And so I was
Yeah,
looking through toys, and I saw these, and I was like, they actually look really good, and the price point's not bad at all. And I'd like to get a couple in, one or two, and to see the quality. So I got one in, and I was really surprised how out of the box it looked tons better than what the GI Joes we were getting at the time. The quality of the plastic, they stood up. They had their own stand, so even if they didn't stand up, they came with a stand. The paint looked great on them. Things were painted appropriately, and I don't know if this is when Bobby talked about doing like a dip method where you can kind of, dip shoes and have things line up the right way on a figure. I don't know if he's doing that. I think that's just something he talked about, but I don't know if that's how he's doing it. But eyeballs lined up in the right place, painted eyelashes ended up in the right place. That can deteriorate from something that you're like, oh, well, it looks like a figure, but his eyebrows up here and the molding is down here, And so I did not find many things wrong with the figure itself. And I was like, and I have a pet peeve if they don't stand up, I can't display them. And then trying to find a stand for them is ridiculous. And I like to put things in situations and poses, and them going after our alien characters that we have, or whatever we have available, kind of rearranging fight scenes. And so if they're falling over, that's a
she
pet
does
peeve.
that with Transformers too. She'll take the characters and have them fight the aliens. I mean, for a long time there, we used to have a thing that was the little Transformer characters that had the toilet and toilet paper and
The bot
Oh,
bots.
bot bots. Yeah.
And I wish their cartoon had done well, because the first couple episodes they were great. And I think they were trying to push the toys first and not the cartoon, and that was a mistake. But getting back to the Action Force, when I saw the one, then the next thing I did, I was like, Derek, let's pick out two more. I didn't want it to be a fluke, but I also didn't want to invest in buying a whole bunch of characters I liked and then getting them in, and they were just not. So we got two more in, and then the quality was there. I didn't have much I could say about that I didn't like. Most of the things I didn't like were just design elements. Like maybe I thought this color should be brighter, or this arm I would like to be more muscular. Like I wish they had different body types. So they're typically about the same, but you'll find that in any action figure per se. So,
no,
but
I want to answer a comment real quick.
Okay.
No, I love Destro because bald is beautiful, and I was trying to type it in, and I keep hitting the wrong button on my computer, as I just knocked my headset off. But I want to get to our comment, and I love Destro. So
We need
and I
to
got
defend
him.
our Destro position. We cannot misconstrue words.
I know, bald is
And so
beautiful.
I don't have a problem. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I love Destro. In fact, I got the I call him the Razzle Dazzle one. It has the
I call him
leopard
the pimp.
print.
He's
The
pimping.
pimp one. That's right.
He is
I have the
pimping.
pimp one. He did not come out of the box. I liked him as is, so I did not take him. That one was actually mine. So it's not that I don't like the characters. I'm having trouble with the quality. But and I think this is the case, since Valiverse has started making their figures, I've seen a huge increase in the quality of the Hasbro G.I. Joe figures. It's not completely 100% where it was, but they came up a bunch, like enough that we started rebuying them. That's why Derek had two G.I. Joes to show off for show and tell this time, is because the quality has been better for G.I. Joes. I cannot say the same for Transformers right now. Not enough for that bump increase in price.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring this up real quick, because this right here I want to add. So Hasbro on Hasbro Pulse has the retro cards are back, which I love. I have Dr. Mindbender again, bald is beautiful. I got to support all the bald characters, and on Cobra. I think it's funny on Cobra's side they have like all the bald headed, because I think what was his name? He came with the wild boar. I can't remember the
I don't
character's
remember
name
his name.
but he came with the wild boar. He's bald headed with the also. So all Cobra characters are bald headed. So that was going to be my future. But right here, I wanted to bring up was Action Pack Transformers Studio Series figures. Now, here's the other problem that I have, and this is why I don't have a problem with GI Joe going up in the price. You know, staying within that niche under $30, not over $30. Still giving 6-inch figures. Every GI Joe figure that comes out is a new mold. Yes, they do use some very small same mold in pants and stuff like that, and that's something that's going to happen no matter what. But in Transformers, how many times have they given us that Grimlock, that 86 Grimlock?
Yeah.
How many color forms? How many retools are they using that goes all the way back to Siege? How many years? I mean, we're not looking at any, and that's the thing that I want to point out is that you have Playmate um that does the Ninja Turtles, and they do the Godzilla, King Kong line. They're now going to do the Power Rangers.
I think they already
Uh,
started Power Rangers. I think it's out now.
is it out now?
I think so.
That's
Yeah.
okay. But the one thing that they do is that Playmates has a universal skeleton. Okay. Matter of fact, Mattel actually took from Playmate and made it where you have the uh, this universal skeleton, and then they can add to that skeleton, and it looks like a brand new character, a brand new figure. But if you broke it down, so I can't remember the YouTuber that broke down the figures. He like took um, all the figures that Playmate puts out, broke them down to their basic skeleton. He says, "Look, they all have the same exact universal skeleton. They have all the same pin joints. They have everything, and yet that's how they keep their costs down to $10 a pop
And they've
for
been
these
using that
figures."
same skeleton. It was first used in 2012, so they haven't even updated it. Like the first time it showed up was with the 2012 Ninja Turtles, and they've just never updated it.
Yeah, no, it's not wrong that you haven't watched He-Man. Um, I like He-Man. I love Skeletor. But nah, don't the old He-Man is done with that old type of artwork where they're drawing over um actual muscle animations, the very old animation. Newer He-Man animation though, yeah, and I'm looking forward to the movie. But you know, Mattel's now taking that same and for the Origins line, and they're pumping things out now with the Thundercats. Uh, they've got new Ninja Turtle line that they're going to be doing. They're going to be doing a, for crying out loud, I was in shock over this. Is they're doing a crossover with Transformers, but Hasbro was like, no, you can't make the vehicles transform. So they're now putting the mold of like Bumblebee or Megatron over Skeletor or
Awful.
Man of Arm.
Terrible. Hate it.
It's
Very upset
awful
by it.
looking.
I'm very upset by it.
And Mattel's like, well, that's because they don't want they don't want us to make Transformers. So Hasbro's going to come out with the vehicles that will transform. One will transform into Optimus Prime, and the vehicles will transform. But what's that price going to be for those vehicles? For if they're going to fit the universe, the He-Man,
They're going to be
mold,
huge.
how much are they going to cost?
The GI Joe vehicles. They did the Megatron, the Bumblebee, Soundwave, and the Cup. They did those characters, and I think they were like $100 each. And GI Joes are tiny. He-Mans are like way bigger than that. You know.
Yes.
I don't want to think
And
about how big those are going to be.
that's where Skeletor's hilarious. He is the spirit animal of of Cobra Commander. They both came from that. That was that boisterous, over the top voice acting that was so great back in the 80s. Um, but yeah, that's what worries me, is that Hasbro is like, we're going to do this crossover with you, but you can't make a Transformer. And I think the reason why, and this is Derek's conspiracy, autocorrect primer's conspiracy here. I think that if Mattel did make the transforming vehicles, they would be cheaper than what Hasbro's coming out with.
They might.
They would be bigger and cheaper.
Although,
And
look at that Hot Wheels Optimus Prime that was that big, and it's like $80.
yeah, and then they're
The Hot
coming out
Wheels,
with
yeah.
Hot Wheels, and then they're
Nemesis.
coming out Nemesis Prom is coming out.
Also
And
probably
it doesn't
80.
and it doesn't transform, but it is 100% die cast.
Wait, does the Nemesis one transform?
The one that they solicited.
Yeah, they showed it all. Does it not transform? Because the Optimus transformed.
I I I don't know, because what I had heard is that it wasn't going to transform,
Oh,
but maybe it is the same mold, because they are using the old G1 mold. But see, Hasbro came out with that's doing the Hot Wheel toys, and they're going to be smaller than Deluxe, and they're $33.99.
they are pretty
So
cool
maybe
though.
they are. I
Yeah,
pre-ordered them. I
I
did.
kind of want
So
the skull one. That one's cool.
hmm
I want that one.
yeah. So I look at it and I'm going, if you know, eh, could it be that they didn't want them to do it because the Hasbro knows that if another company does it and they do it well, that their
People are gonna
customers are going to
ask
ask
questions.
us, say, why are you charging so much money?
Yeah, maybe.
Um, because with third party, you you kind of know that the price is going to be more, but let's be honest, the quality is a lot of times better. Um, for me, for Legend Scales, it has been, not with a masterpiece. Some of the masterpieces I kind of questioned, and the pricing,
It's hit
but
and miss depending on the company.
yeah, that's why I kind of stick with new age, and I don't really branch out from that. But I
Hmm.
want to see if I can pull this up before we have to call it a night. Let's go here. Where is it? I cannot find the third party. I was trying to look for the third party list to pull up, but a lot of the Marvel Legends fans have been talking about the Max line, or the Maximum line,
Mm.
and was talking about the Gamer line now that Hasbro's come out with the Marvel Legends, and saying that their articulation and pricing is not matching up there. And I'm like, if enough people are canceling their orders, what's that going to be for uh, Hasbro in the long run? If people start canceling their orders and they don't get stuff,
Mm.
will
The
people
pro-
just
the
what now?
problem is that a lot of collectors, it seems this way for almost everything, is that sometimes it seems kind of self-inflicted because collectors are just like they're like they complain and complain about, oh, the prices are going up and up and up, and then we enable it just by buying everything anyways. You know,
I I agree. I
like
agree.
show them how you feel with your wallet, and then we just pay them anyway. It's like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
I'm trying to find the Zords that they were doing a crossover with.
Oh, that's
And a
like
lot,
$300. Oh my god, yeah.
yeah. And I was like, I cannot find it for some reason, but he's like over $300 for one figure, and
The
I'm
Optimus
like,
Prime Zoid, he's like,
makes no sense.
I don't know. Does Bandai own Zoids or does Takara own Zoids?
Takara,
Then I don't understand.
don't understand it at all.
I
I'm
don't
the same
understand.
way. So I agree. At the end of the day, you know, it's like I've always said, the only way you get a companies to listen to you is you gotta hit them in the pocket. And one thing I hear from a lot of collectors is, one, I'm going to be more selective now on what I get. Two, I'm just going to go third party. And three, I have actually heard something that I'm very curious if people are going to stick with this. I'm walking away. I'm walking away from collecting because at the end of the day, I can't make enough money to put food on my table. And with that, I'd like to have everybody's final thought. Harold, what's your final thought on this?
Mm. It's you know, it's hard to say. I mean,
Do you think I know you don't collect Transformers, but do you see
right.
this sustaining? Do you think that people are going to look at it and be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to get it no matter what," or do you think that this might be the nail in the coffin?
It might even be the nail in the coffin because, I mean, of course, you're always going to have those few that they're going to keep buying because, you know,
The completist,
Yeah,
yeah,
us. He's talking
the
about us,
completist
Eric.
or
right? He's been very nice on his brother. Well, saying, "I know these two guys here are going to keep on buying them no matter what."
These
Uh,
schmucks, these idiots.
no, but, you know, and then you're going to have those that, you know, get to that point of walking away. But then again, it's like, okay, but down the road, they might get right back into it.
Very true.
But, you know, it's just one of those,
I guess time
I
will
don't know,
tell.
it's time will tell, yes.
Yeah. What do you think, Nikki? On your final thought?
I mean, we have already kind of shown that we've gotten away from the Transformers figures that we know are going to show up with, painted clear plastic and hollow points. And we try to veer our purchases to either those we just really love, or we don't have them in our collection, or is a series that we know has been good, like price point wise and quality wise. So we've really shoved our money into Balaverse and Savage Crucible and Spiro, and we're looking at another company right now. So we have just turned our money away from not all Hasbro. We're still getting some GI Joes and things, but I foresee us still doing that until I know I can get a figure in and I go, oh wow, that's what I'm expecting. And then I'll get another one figure and go, okay, that's what I'm expecting. At that point, then I'll be like, okay, I can start investing more in the Transformers again. I don't know if other sort of like us, because there's some hardcore like Transformers fans that's really their love. And you may bump it up $11, you may bump it up $3, and that's just where they're spending their money. They may buy less. They may have like a budget of 100 or 200. Instead of buying 5 figures, they only get 3. Still
That's
throwing the
true.
same amount of money. They just don't get everything they want. They have to pick and choose.
That's true. And what about you, Will?
I mean, at a certain point, it is getting a bit ridiculous at this point. Like, I don't know how many, times I can just buy all these characters again at 2. It's like that, and it's like, um, it's just, everything's kind of winding down, filling in more gaps with characters I didn't have before, like Alpha Trion. I probably never need to get another one again. Megatron. I never need to get another one again. So I'm just being very selective. It doesn't affect me as much as some other people because I'm just not buying as many Transformers now. And they're going to reboot it. And then, I don't know. Am I really going to buy another Prime? Am I going to buy another Megatron? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know, man. But I tell you, I'm
For
not excited to pay $30 for Wind Charger. I don't
no,
know.
I'm not excited about that either. Not at
You
all.
know, just
Um, and for them to finally, for me, because as a kid, the only thing my family could really afford was the mini bots, and
mhm.
he's a character that I desperately want, and I'm not happy with it being 27.99. Um, so from me getting Huff that was $20 to now getting Wind Charger that's going to be $30. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Now, for me, I used to be the completist. I had to get every Transformer line that came out. I not only got every one, I've got boxes and boxes. Matter of fact, when I go through them, Will's going to end up having a lot that he wanted to worry about ever buying and have anything to fill in his thing
Thank
again
you.
because he's
Thank you.
going to get a
Thank you.
crap load off them from me. Because I was a completist, and then I got Siege, and when I got Siege, I boxed up a lot of the older Transformers that had never been put in boxes, that never been put at the pasture, so to speak. Um, and I was like, okay, I am all in. And I got every figure from Siege. I got every figure from Earthrise. I got every figure from Kingdom. And then I was getting everything from Legacy. And I was getting everything from the second wave of Legacy. I can't remember this. It was still Legacy, was called something else.
Legacy Evolution.
Evolution. And that was when they started painting the clear plastic. So I look at it and I'm going, you maybe where I had to complete all your run for 30 plus years. I had to. And 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 negating getting certain GI Joe figures at the time because I was so in on getting the Siege line and stuff. So I now go back and look back at it and I'm going, man, I really wish I had gotten some of those GI Joes instead of being this completist, because now I'm looking at it and going, I don't want to start over my collection. You've already broke me from being a completist when you started doing clear plastic and painting over it. Now I'm being very selective on what Transformer figure I get from them. And now finding out this whole other world, more of the independent toy collectors and independent toys is out there, and going, holy crap, man, these things are made like these are like works of art. Like I'm buying a work of art. And I'm now to the point where I'm seeing that I'm almost got all my mini bots completed, and you're asking me to pay $30 for I know you're going to, you know,
For Wind Charger, everybody's favorite character, a small price to pay. A pittance.
yeah, and then they're going to retool him and make you where he's all white, and then he's going to turn yellow whenever I get him. So I'm very disheartened right now with Hasbro. because I have so many memories. And look, if you knew anything about my childhood, you know I don't have very many good childhood memories. Um, because I didn't come from the best, um, well-rounded uh, parents. But when my stepdad came into my life, um, and having a connection with this guy who is a military man, and you know, I got a lot of memories that are Hasbro properties, whether it be Mask, GI Joe, Transformers, the Inhumanoids. Uh, Hasbro was the toy company that he was willing to invest in. And so in that kind of carried over for me to still be that fan. Um, because he had the old GI Joes that used to be the 12-inch, combat dolls with real fuzzy hair, so that kind of, and then Kenner, then with Star Wars with Kenner, and then that Hasbro getting that. I now look at it and I'm going, huh, it's kind of sad because I'm looking at it going, no one's stopping me from collecting except for you, Hasbro.
It's almost like Hasbro's a business out to make money or something.
It's something about making money. If there wasn't something about making money at the cost of product.
Of course, I mean, it seems like some of their product too has kind of lost their passion a bit. If you look at some of their stuff, I mean, you look at like their Power Ranger stuff. I mean, there's a reason they don't even make it anymore. They just didn't care.
They didn't care.
They just didn't care.
They did not care. They started off strong, and then by the time the Lightning series got to wave 4,
It was over basically. It's like nobody cared.
It was done. They were putting out trash, and then they pay all this money to get it, to do nothing with. So at the end of our live stream is buy what you love. Don't buy to be a completist. Because at the end of the day, I've done a lot of toy shows, and things that you think you're never going to find, you're never going to get. Had I not done toy shows, I would have had that same thought. You're going to go to a toy show and be like, holy crap, I can buy this thing for $5. And when it came out, they were charging $27.99. Trust me. I know, because as soon as we started doing toy shows, I was like, holy crap, I'm able to find this character for like $5. So, at the end of the day, that gets you out on the toy hunt. And sometimes the hunt is better than the now. The hunt for it later is better than find it now. With that, guys, anybody got anything they're doing that's coming up? Anything new before we call it a night?
I don't think I'm doing anything.
All right, we aren't either.
Busy at home. I've been working this entire time. I'm still working. I'm tired.
Oh, we're planning to go to the beach if everything
goes
goes
to the
well.
beach. Oh,
yes,
sounds lovely.
yeah.
I want to go to the beach.
Well, when we go back, we'll definitely invite y'all, because it's Nikki's family that has the beach house. So,
oh wow,
yeah, it's been a while since we've been healthy enough to go, and so that's what we're going to try and do for a couple of days. Get away,
sweet.
go down there. So with that, that is it. Thank you all for being in the comments. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate y'all being here, and we will catch you on the next one. And we
Bye.
are out.